Hi, welcome back to another episode of Unique Moments where I talk about things from my unique perspective. And so I'm recording this episode. It's meant to just be a short, quick little end of the year wrap up episode before 2025. 2024, heck of a year. A heck of a year. Some good, some bad, some ugly. But overall, I'm very satisfied with this year. It's very crazy. The start of the year does not look like the end of the year, most definitely, but I'm happy with how everything turned out. And so I'm just going to do a card pull for the episode. I did pre-shuffle the cards I'm pulling from the Wandering Heart deck, and the card that we got was number 10, Restore. And so it says, breathe easy. There's no resistance. Your mind is made up. You've spent enough time meditating on definite feedback from within. You're allowing yourself to be open. You find that transparency is powerful. Vulnerability brings harmony within. Here you crave connection. You've spent plenty of time in isolation, learning about yourself and learning about others. Colorful opportunities are headed your way. Open your arms to them. Blessings are in store for you. How fitting. How freaking fitting. So on this episode, I kind of just want to talk about a rebrand that I am doing for the podcast. I feel like I've avoided choosing a niche for a very long time now, partly because I think I just have so many ideas that don't necessarily fit into a box or into one category, but I do understand the power in being in boxes sometimes and kind of just narrowing your focus and what you want to talk about. So I have finally decided I will leave that as a surprise for when I do come back with the rebrand and my niche field and topic of interest. But this card is so fitting because vulnerability really is it's a big key. Vulnerability, being seen, and saying you've spent enough time in isolation. Never enough time in isolation. My introverted girlies, stand up. My introverted girlies, there's never enough time in isolation. If I could choose to be home by myself in my own company, love my friends, love my family, but at home by myself, like there's nothing greater. There's absolutely nothing greater. However, the card is fitting. I think it is time. It's time to open up. It's time to expand and broaden the horizons and to just move a little different, to do something a little different. 2025, new year, new energy, new blessings, new opportunities that are coming. And so that's really, really exciting to think about. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the year ahead. I'm excited for what I have planned for the podcast. Hopefully, we're looking at being on video in 2025 and a lot of other good things, and just really narrowing and talking about things that I'm interested in and things that I feel can help and assist. The goal of this podcast was never to, teach or kind of be a source for that kind of thing. But I think when there's a call, there's a call. So I've felt called and moved to go in a different direction. And when spirit tells me to do something, you just do it. You don't question it. God knows best and everything in divine timing. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking back on the year in terms of the podcast, thank you to anyone who listened. Thank you to anyone who pressed play. Thank you to anyone who shared a video, even if it was a little controversial. Anyone who liked it, thumbs up, gave me a 5-star rating. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are very loved and very appreciated over here. And I'm excited to see what next year has in store and how the channel is going to grow and how the podcast is going to grow and what audience and the people who are going to listen. So even if it was just one person listening, I'm very grateful, eternally grateful. I remember when this podcast was just an idea, literally an idea in my head, and it's not an idea anymore. And now it's out and it's here, and I'm just excited to really expand on that And I don't really have much for the episode that I want to talk about, other than just being grateful. I think gratitude, maybe that could be a topic of discussion, but just being grateful. And that's like a little hint to, I guess, what I want the niche to be and kind of the direction I want to move in with the podcast. But just speaking about gratitude for a little moment, I mean, you've heard the things. Do the gratitude journal, write 5 things that you're grateful for every day, and yada, yada, yada. But it really does work when you're practicing gratitude in your life, and when you're really grateful, not just practicing gratitude for the sake of it's going to get me this thing, or it's going to make me feel this thing, or it's going to put me in a higher vibration. Like, yes, all of those things are true, but to really practice gratitude and to be in that energy and in that vibration of gratitude is very uplifting. It's very uplifting. Like, it's hard to be miserable when you're grateful. It's hard to be sad. It's hard to be depressed. It's hard to be any of those negative emotions when you're practicing gratitude, because there's so much to be grateful for. If we really want to break it down, if we really want to get to the core of it, like, you woke up today. I woke up today. I thank God for that. I'm breathing. I thank God for that. I have all my limbs, all my senses. I thank God for that. I have my mind. I have a sane mind. I thank God for that. I have food on my table. I have water to drink. I have family to talk to. I have friends to talk to. I have a cell phone. I have running water, clean running water. I have money to buy the things that I want to buy, to buy the things that I need to buy. I have not even just beyond having, just like who you are, like thanking God and just being in gratitude for the clothes that you have on your back, or being in gratitude for the way you're able to think and free think at that. Like, imagine if we lived in a world where you couldn't like think for yourself. Like, that's something to be grateful for, especially coming up with these times ahead. Look, we got a new president coming in these next 4 years, and who knows how sticky it's going to get. But those are the types of things to be grateful for: your free speech, your freedom to express yourself and to be who you are, and to create, to be a creator, and to just literally express yourself. Like, that's something to be grateful for. I'm grateful for, what else am I grateful for? My dog. I'm grateful for the comfort of a good song. I'm grateful for music. I'm grateful for my hobbies, my passions, my interest. I'm grateful for the possibility of more. I'm grateful for 2025, a year that hasn't even happened yet. I'm grateful for the possibility of the thing. And I think when you really start getting into that energy, and when you really start thinking that way, like, gratitude goes a long way. Imagine starting your day every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of just gratitude and being grateful. It's really hard to have a bad day after that. Like, it's really hard to name all these things that you're grateful for and then hold a grudge, or be mad at a friend, or have an attitude. It's like, start your day right. Like, that's why they say, like, start your day in prayer or meditation. Like, it's a different type of energy that you put yourself in, because when you really, if you do believe in God, like, when you really put your focus on, like, okay, what am I grateful for? Like, sometimes, especially as Americans, especially living in the USA, like, there's this energy of like entitlement, because we have so much. And granted, within America, obviously there's people who don't have much. There's homeless people. There's people who are very poor. There's people who don't have much. But when you think about it in the larger sense, like, we overconsume as Americans, as humans, even as people. We overconsume everything. We overconsume food, drink, alcohol, drugs, even good things. We overconsume social media. We overconsume television. We overconsume the internet. We overconsume clothes. We just buy in excess. Just because you have the money to buy a thing does not mean you need that thing. Just because you want that thing does not mean you need that thing. Like, you can buy it. Maybe it'll make you feel happy, whole, complete, all the things. Like, that's really good. But I think the key is realizing that, like, we have a lot. And by we have a lot, I do not mean material things. I do not mean the things that we possess. I don't even mean the people. Like, people, that is an abundant source. Like, if you have good people around you, if you have solid foundation of a group of friends, of relationships in your life, that is really the ultimate key. You're winning. You're winning at life. But even that, like just having yourself, having your life, having a roof over your head, food on your table, having clothes on your back, like those little things, when you really get down to the little details and being grateful for what you have, it's hard. It's hard to have a bad day after that. And even if you are having a bad day, or someone gets an attitude with you, or someone ruins your mood, it's like you can come back to that. Like if you start your day with gratitude, you can come back to it, because you can remember, oh, I was so grateful this morning, because it's a feeling. When you generate these feelings of gratitude, when you generate this vibration of I'm so grateful, it emanates from you. It comes from your aura. Like you can feel it, you can see it, it's palpable. You can understand that being in gratitude feels better than feeling sorry for myself, or being depressed, or being sad, or being angry even. Like, and when you have that to go back to, if you're conscious enough to catch it when you do get in a mood, or when you do, like, maybe, I don't know, someone cut you off in traffic, like you have really bad road rage. Like it's so easy to like cuss them out and like give them the middle finger, and do all the things that people do who can't drive, especially. Anyways, do all the things that you do with people who can't drive is so easy. But like, imagine having that morning to go back to, like when you practice gratitude, like remembering how grateful you were, remembering that feeling of like, wow, like everything is going to be okay, because like I woke up today, I have breath in my lungs, I have feet that I'm walking with, I have lunch today, like the sun is out, something so small as that, like I'm getting vitamin D, the plants are here, the birds are chirping, like sounds very like hippy dippy whatever, but it's like when you really get down to it, like those are simple joys, those are simple pleasures in life that everybody can enjoy. But it's like you can also miss it if you're not paying attention. You can really, really, really miss it. And I think tuning in and tapping into that gratitude of what are you truly grateful for? What are you truly thankful for? And like, yeah, we can name the possessions, but like try to go beyond that. Like if you didn't have anything, if you didn't have any money, if you didn't have any stuff, if you didn't have any material possessions, like what are you grateful for? And like tuning in and tapping into that can really like set the tone and set the energy for the day. And I'm grateful for the year. Honestly, it taught me a lot of lessons. Got a lot of blessings, met a lot of people, lost some people, and not everybody made it into 2025. And not everybody was supposed to make it into 2025, if we're going to be for real. So, and it's all good. It's all working out for your good. It's all working out for you, even if you can't see it yet. But I think that's one thing I will definitely take into the next year, is just having a consistent practice of gratitude, because it can really save you. Like if you don't have anything, you have your breath. If you don't have anything, you have your faith. If you have faith like that, and that's something within itself to be grateful for, because it's all about your mindset. No matter what's happening around you, your circumstances can change. They go up, they go down, money comes in, money goes out, like people come, people go. So many things are changing. That's the only constant thing. Everything is changing. But if you make it up in your mind that you're going to be grateful today for these 3 things that you listed, 5 things that you listed, even if you can only think of one thing to be grateful for, that's something that can be your anchor. That's something that can hold you throughout the day whenever you're feeling swayed, whenever someone tries to get you out of character, or whenever someone tries to make you try your patience, or testing your patience. Like that's one thing. Like, okay, let me go back to my gratitude practice. Let me go back to I'm happy that I woke up this morning, even if the day is like shit. Even if the day is terrible, it's like the whole day wasn't terrible, because at least you got a day. Somebody did not wake up. Somebody did not see the end of that day. At least you got that day. You got that full day to be however you want it to be, because it's your choice, because we have free will, and you still got to be in that. Even that is something to be grateful for. So I think that's just my little tidbit on gratitude. It wasn't supposed to be about gratitude, but just a quick little wrap up, and a thank you to anyone and everyone listening, and to continue to listen. There will be some time before I come out with the next episode, and I ask for your patience, and I thank you, and I'm grateful. And until next time.